Yeah, attempt number 3. Reset the whole internet in the house. It's been really, really bad. I've got an extra bar of internet. See how it goes, I guess. If you guys are in chat, then yeah, tell me if it's working. I've missed a lot of bit of this. This is going to be another goal for Hawthorn. They're just piling goals on. It's working. Okay, thanks for letting me know, Rick. They're up by 31 points. They are dominating the Hawks. The first quarter is nearly over. I'll try and hopefully get you guys some updates throughout quarter time. I still don't have a full bars of internet, but hopefully I have enough to get through the live stream. But this is a complete smashing, so maybe it wasn't the best idea to stream this game. Big result up at the Gabba. The Bombers beat the Lions by 10 points. Pretty good. You'd be very upset with that. The Lions, they had a lot of players out. That's a huge win.
Hawthorn free kick in the middle. This is already Hawthorn's best first quarter this season. The Crows have had a real issue.
There's only 25 seconds left of this first quarter, like I said. Hopefully the viewers can pick up soon.
Very slow out of the blocks. Hately well placed, but didn't pull in the mark here. Goes McDonald to Morrison. Morrison a high kick. O'Brien camped underneath. He can diffuse things for the moment. Dawson. Jath well placed. Schomburg.
There's the first quarter. There it is. Mitch Lewis has kicked 3 goals. Texas kick 1, and it's just all Hawthorn. Yeah, what a finish it was, footy fan. Let me know if the stream's working, by the way. Rick says it's working for him. I'm not 100% sure if it's working for everyone else, though. I've only had the 3 bars of internet, and it took me forever to get this stream up and going. Yeah, this is just going to be a fun stream. Not really. I'm going to be paying too much attention to the game. I'll be talking about AFL games a lot as well. I tipped the Lions, but geez, Bombers for winning. Yep, I'm sure my friend will be very, very happy with that. It's a pretty good win.
Fresh and the party going with these new beauties. Tradie bamboo socks, made tradie tough.
Dinner's here. It's Macca's.
Value means more with the McValue bundle for just $24.95. Grab yours at Macca's today.
There's a maniac who seeks to end us all. We have to stop him.
Be interesting to see how school goes tomorrow, especially assuming it's started term 3.
Another classic floor adventure.
I don't think anyone tipped the Bombers. I'm sure there'd be a couple. I mean, I was definitely thinking about a Bombers upset pre-game because all those Lions players were out. I don't think anyone tipped the Bombers. Surely someone tipped the Bombers. Lions have now lost 5 of their last 6 games against the Bombers at the Gabba. Wow. That's a good fact. Only Bombers fans. Well, I'm sure that my friend, he goes for the Bombers. He'd never have tipped them to win.
Hi, Mom. Hello.
It dates back to 2011, right? So Brisbane haven't really been good in recent times.
Is this Nan? Didn't know she played.
Yeah, in the 50s, I think. She taught you to kick, remember?
I have full bars of internet now, so should work. Yeah, I knew June that the Lions have only been good since 2019. Don't really know what sparked them. I've been here for a long time. My eyes are getting a little bit sore, actually. I've been here trying to set up this stream. I'm just going to take a 1 minute break. I know the stream just started, but the first quarter, I pretty much missed a lot of it. But yeah, I'll be back soon. I thought I was going to get 9 out of 9, but I only have 5 out of 7. Well, if you have 5 out of 7, then I've got a lot worse because I tipped St Kilda an upset last night, and I'm not happy about that. I think I had one. No, I would have gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4. I'm not even 100% sure.
You propose there. Can you do that?
But out of 7, how many do you have? Let me check. I have absolutely no idea. I've been pretty shit, to be honest. 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 correct. Gee, I bloody need Hawthorn to win this game. They shouldn't lose it. Carlton should win. Here we go. They're going to see the Bombers here. What a win it was. After the siren, 2 Guelph, kicked the ripper.
Bombers by 10 points. They beat Sydney last week. Brisbane this week, right 5 goals. Langford 4. Brisbane still in the top 4, but only on percentage with Collingwood knocking on the door.
Yes, calm the pies. The only games I got wrong was Saints and Lions. Fair enough. I've got the Suns one incorrect. I've got the D's one incorrect. I also got the Saints one incorrect. And now I've got the Lions one incorrect. Right. Oops. I'll be back in a quick second.
Not long now until the season kicks off.
Yeah, well, we've got about 6 more weeks of pre-season, and at the moment we're scheduled to play Essendon round 1 at Northcourt Oval. Love to move it here to Marvel. Sell it out. Essendon and Hawthorn playing each other for the first ever time, and what a venue to play it at.
Yeah, hopefully we can get that moved. And obviously the club is just all trying to be one big unit. You've done a lot of work with the men's side as well. Talk us about through that.
Yeah, it's been great. You know, I've got to spend a lot of time with Sam over this season and see how the boys go about their preparation and their planning, their game plan, even today, and how that's rolling out has been really good to see. And we've been crossing over with the boys at the
I'll pay more attention to the game now. Seeing I was just trying to fix the live stream up and haven't really seen much of it. I have now got below 6 tips correct since round 4. I have not, got below 6 tips since round 4. My goodness, it's very, very good.
Thanks heaps.
Right. Let me guys know if in the chat too if you are watching the game on Channel 7. I'm watching it on KO, pretty much on Channel 7. Here we go. So second quarter, hopefully we get to see something exciting in this game because so far it's going to be a smashing. Probably should have streamed the Essendon Brisbane game because I wasn't really doing anything for the past hour. Just watching YouTube. Was not even looking at the game at all. I completely missed it. I'll have to watch the highlights back later. Well, those were games out of 9 games. Right. Well, the only Adelaide players that are even trying in this game is Ben Keys and Rory Laird.
He's played a bit for the Hawks this season. Through the packs of Lego.
Knowing that Dawson hasn't done anything. Like to get some nice fantasy points from Jordan Dawson. Put Lockie Neal as my captain today. He was absolutely terrible.
Couldn't get a handle on it. Granger Barras tackled.
Luckily, my opponent also captain Neal.
Back into row. Sure, that was the option. He's immediately pinged.
So just further to Al, if you match a side that's really heavy in these contested situations, you can have numbers sit off. You can play that intercept game or transition game.
Flick to the side. Here's Rowe, Laird, and Keys. Fends away from Jaff.
Right.
To do with it. Turns it over.
Take a good look at this.
Hardwick there to lend support. Off to Sicily. Clearing ball out on the foot.
Right.
Chance here for the Adelaide Crows to build a bit of pressure.
So hopefully, I would like Adelaide to win. I don't mind Adelaide now. I used to hate them, like I was saying earlier when I actually managed to get the stream working at the start. And Adelaide were very, very annoying back in 2017 and 18, but now they're good. I like them a lot more. Well done, Fogarty. This guy's turning into one of my favourite forwards. Well done, Fogs. And he can't miss this, Fogarty. Adelaide got their second. Boy, do they need that. Back to 25 points. If I get the last 2 games correct, I'll get 100 tips correct, and I still have 6 rounds left. Wow. That is impressive, mate. That's very, very good. Well, at least the stream's working. I mean, that's all I really want now. I'm going to check my tips, see how much I've got correct for the season. It's probably a good 20 or 15 less than you. I don't know. I tip the favourites normally. I don't really tip upsets. I've got 90 correct for the season, so that's 10 less. There you go. I'm not as good as you as tipping, obviously. Haven't had the best season. I've tipped Carlton, obviously, in the last game, but I can maybe see a West Coast upset. I'll probably watch the second half of that. I mean, next week, I'm not really going to do any spoiler alerts, though, for next week, but I'm going to go with maybe a bit of upsets, just to see if I can maybe try and hit back and maybe catch up. I'm not 100% sure, though. It's going to be some good games next week, that's for sure. Then again, there could be some smashes. Like Richmond have North Melbourne next week. That's going to be absolute smashing for them. Brisbane have GWS at Manuka. That could be a danger game if they don't have all their players back. Also not really my weekly vlogs. I'm going to turn them more into a bit of an update during the week type video. They'll probably go for a good 4 to 5 minutes. So yeah, stay tuned for them. They'll be coming out soon as the Hawks get towards centre half forward. Alright. Who are you going for? In this one. Look, I tipped Hawthorn and I want them to win for my tip, but I don't really mind. I'm a big neutral on this one. The most amount of tips I got correct was in 2017, and that was about 125. Wow, well done. I started doing footy tipping in 2018. I don't remember what I got though because I don't have that good of a memory. I tipped Hawthorn.
Just when you go into that slow possession or the kick mark style, you've actually got to work harder when you don't have the footy. You've got to stretch the ground. At the moment, the Crows, when they do that, you've got 4 players still behind the ball. They've got to get up. And
I think they'll belt the Roos. They should belt the Roos. Richmond are a very good side this year. They're definitely in premiership contentions now with the Brisbane. I don't know what's happened to Brisbane, but I think it's either Geelong, Melbourne, Fremantle, maybe Brisbane. Although they've got to get their form up. Richmond and Carlton, if they can get players back, I reckon they're the 6 teams that can win the premiership. It's really anyone's game. Back in 2016, I went shy in footy tipping. You go for Carlton. Did you tip West Coast or Carlton? Well, I've not tipped West Coast since round 1. Well, I tipped them against Gold Coast. I had no idea about their shit form, and I paid the ultimate price. And Mitch Lewis has got his 4th. He's playing very well. I obviously tipped Carlton.
So Lewis, 4 goals inside the first half. Well inside it. Only been going 6 minutes in the second quarter. He is setting himself up for perhaps a career day. He's taking marks and also
Yeah, the Hawks are dominating. I do agree.
ground level being
I wouldn't call them on fire, but it's pretty easy when you play Adelaide. I mean, this is showing good signs because we bet Adelaide at the start of the season. We flogged them. Hopefully, we can flog them next week.
Beautiful set shot. He's doing him every way at the moment. Which Lewis?
Great for his development.
Yeah, we got the Collingwood, Colton, and Richmond
Lead up if he can start getting
fans.
some
And
ground balls and showed some agility there.
who
too.
this?
Lewis with his first
Colton,
goal.
late change.
Just powered his way through. Little
Late change with small forward Matthew Owies out, who is supposed to be back in. And he's coming for Josh Honey.
Played the hardest role in the game for mine.
Medical sub is Will Hayes and Greg Clark. So Will Hayes could get his first time on ground as a Blue. Yeah, Owies is a laid out. That's a decent kick, but just to the left of screen.
Characteristically,
And probably not getting the midfield minutes that he was in previous years, which allowed him to get involved in the game and then go.
Yeah, I can't believe the Essendon beat Lions as well, but
most of the season.
then again, I could kind of see the upset in a way. Like, Brisbane had all those players out. They were fielding nearly a VFL side. I mean, at least half of their team was VFL players. I mean, Robinson technically counts because he's played most of his games in the VFL. He was somewhat good, Rob Watts. I think he kicked 2 goals, 17 disposals, something like that.
Oh, that's probably diving at the knees there. No free kick against Schonberg.
32-point game, this one. Pretty dominant.
For the Hawks. Back towards Kaczynski in front. Duday did enough. Smith runs into O'Meara.
You wouldn't have been surprised with the dominance of the Gabba. Yeah, but you've got to remember this is 2022 and Essendon haven't had a dominant game against any team, except maybe St Kilda.
to go with the skill and the polish, it's been a pretty complete display so far.
Yeah, at least you got Wiedering, mate. He's going to make a massive impact, especially with JK back. You survived a bit of a scare there. If Wiedering wasn't back in, I'd nearly even maybe tip West Coast.
Wonderful sight that is, Ben McAvoy.
The Hawks normally play quite well against the Crows, given their dominance over the Crows since 2012. Fair enough. Well, these two teams were very, very good back in like 2015-16. You know, they played some great games back then. The Hawks have won 10 of their last 13 games against the Crows 2012. Wow, that's a lot. 10 of their past 13, that's a lot. That's more than what I expected, especially seeing how shit these two teams have been in recent years. I mean, didn't Adelaide beat Hawthorn in 2020? Something like that? Their first win of the season. I seem to remember that. I seem to also recall it. Gee, my fantasy's doing quite well this week. The only bad thing is Lockie Neal's game wasn't very good. Jordan Dawson needs to get into this game. Mind you, most of these Adelaide players, they are really, really struggling. Jordan Dawson has had 7 possessions for 17 fantasy points. Against a team like Hawthorn, you've got to be having more than that. So the Crows have it off half-back. They seem to be just ball-wagging here, the Crows. O'Brien couldn't mark it. Trapped at the ground level, and that's probably on the ball. Should have been. Jarman Impey takes a bounce in the middle of the deck. He sets it up long down the line. And this could be a goal here to Hawthorn. Luke Bruce has got out the back. And his kick was superb. And Mitch Lewis, the way he's playing, he's going to have 10 goals at the end of this one, Mitch Lewis. I used to love watching the Crows from 2016 to 2017. Yeah, I definitely loved watching Adelaide back then. No, I hated it. No, they were probably my least favourite team of Hawthorn back then, Adelaide. Who you go for? I go for Collingwood.
Mitch Lewis can do it now, directly in front.
I'm sure you're not going to like that, though, because Carlton Collingwood rivals. Yeah, I go for Collingwood, mate. See me go for Carlton, you're probably not going to like the sounds of that, but yeah, I don't mind Carlton. Do you like calling I hate Collingwood? Or hi, Carlton? To be honest, the Pies, Tigers and Blues all have a fair bit of rivalry with each other. Yep, they do. I agree. Big rivals. Well, we lost to Richmond this season. I went to the game.
Then on turnover, they get so much space to work with in the front half.
He's dining out on the Adelaide teams.
We'll back Carlton, which was good, but there'll be a rematch. Look at that, Morrison round the body.
Looks like he's got a few more in today as well. Ward over this one.
Can't believe Nick Flores has already kicked 5 goals. Well, he's going to get more than 10. Yeah, we were very, very lucky to beat North. I do agree, mate. We didn't deserve to win it, let's just say. Go check out my Collingwood review if you haven't. That's done very, very well. I'm very happy with that. The stream also did very, very well. And you look at that, 470 views. That's exactly what I'd want for a Collingwood review.
Free kick over the Crows. Schonberg's going to take it. In fact, it's coming back here. It will be Murray's ball. Outstanding display so far from the Hawthorn Football Club. We're winning in every department. More contested possessions, more tackles, more disposals. The Crows trying to maintain possession here for a moment, Jimmy, just to all in their hands for a while. Schonberg.
Pretty boring game this one to stream. But I'm also happy to talk some AFL, especially after last night. Seeming I kind of released a weird review this morning about Gold Coast's game, and I gave my thoughts on that one against Collingwood, and it's got 6 views so far, not bad. Hopefully, they can do a little bit better though.
Who has that really hard tagging role on George Dawson, and he's done it effectively for McGuinness. We haven't seen a lot of
Well, that's just fair enough then. That's just annoyed me. If Dawson's getting tagged out of it, then that's just going to ruin my fantasy points.
Just a bit too tall for him on that occasion.
I think that would be where the Pies will probably most likely finish. So I'm just going through and reading your comments, Footy Fan, and your video the videos.
Matthew Nix, how does he combat him at the moment?
I haven't done that for a couple hours.
Crouch. Touch ball, so no mark to blank. I made that nice and clear.
So again, here, if the Hawks apply enough pressure and they lose it, Adelaide are just dumping the footy, which plays into the Hawks' hands.
Reeves, the tap down, but straight to Schonberg and past to Haitley. Haitley towards McHenry. Foot race on here. Nash gets there first. Hand pass away. Hardwick back to Nash. Out of route. Donald. Short option in the pocket was more, but he's ignored. There's Lewis. That's over his head. Bouncing ball. Koschitzki wants to get in on the out. Gives to Mitchell. Brush the tackle down on one knee as if proposing off to Morris. Off to Newcomb. Off to Koschitzki. You'd marry any Hawthorn player the way they're playing today. Koschitzki a chance.
This is pretty boring. I'll read some more comments out in the chat. It is interesting that all of us are in the finals with each other. Yeah, I'm surprised that all these teams are playing finals, seeming they all didn't play finals last year. That's a good fact for you.
Across the as it goes.
You like how on the scoreboards Adelaide scores are red? I think that's because it's they always seem to have red in their games at the MCG or Marvel in Melbourne technically. Then
The Hawks led by 31 points at quarter time.
yeah, you definitely do like
For Hawks, Reeves.
commenting a lot of stuff about Richmond not being able to compose themselves late in games. Yeah, I reckon that's the case, but they've been very, very unlucky. They should have beaten Sydney. It was a massive comeback and a fair effort against Geelong, and just were a bit unlucky yesterday. Are you going to strain Carlton versus West Coast? Look, no, I've got something to do after. Right, it's pretty much straight after this. I'll probably have to go and eat, and then by then, I mean the game will probably be fourth quarter, so I'll probably only get time to watch the fourth quarter tonight, hopefully. So I doubt it. Will all Carlton, Collingwood, and Richmond all make finals with each other for the first time since 2013? It sounds really big when you hear about it. 3 big names in the comp and all playing finals sounds pretty big. No, Anderson goal on the siren win. That was good. I reckon that's the best win in their history. The Gold Coast Suns. That was absolutely insane. I don't know how they did that. For you guys, it would have been a joy to watch. Not really. Richmond. I don't really like saying this, but look, I wouldn't call them my backup team just because there's a little bit of rivalry between my dad. But I'd say Richmond are probably one of my favourite teams. They're not my favourite, obviously. Collingwood's up there. Brisbane's probably second, but I'd maybe say Richmond third.
Position in the threat this season. Walker, now he was within range here.
It was a good goal after the siren, though. It was. He composed himself to the young kid. And that is an absolute shocker, Tex Walker. That's such a bad kick. The Blues are back, baby. Yeah, they certainly are. Haven't seen them playing this good for a little while. Mind you, their form recently in the recent rounds hasn't been amazing, but hopefully they can build some form for their case today with a win over the West Coast Eagles. But if they don't win, then Collingwood can maintain the 5th spot, which is great. Geelong Melbourne was a good game. See, that's probably coming from someone that isn't always annoyed by Geelong winning. Like me, I'm always annoyed at Geelong winning. I mean, it was decent to watch. I do like watching games at GMBA. Just Geelong. I do not like when Collingwood goes over there. I don't think they've gone over there for years, but it's just going to be impossible to win over there.
Confidence in the game. Yeah, you mentioned that fitness element. It's allowing
Indeed, I wanted the D's to win. Yep, same with me, mate. 100%. Who's better, Cripps or Petrarca? Oh, tough one, mate. This season, Patrick Cripps has probably been better. Recently, Petrarca. Overall, look, out of maybe Christian Petrarca. Sorry, mate. I know you're a Carlton fan, but I think I'm going to have to go Christian Petrarca. Your dad goes for the Tigers, but it's all good. Yeah, I used to go for Richmond back in like 2015. I got into footy 2014, and I didn't really care who I went for. I'd only watch the big games, really. I do remember watching Collingwood versus Essendon, not the Anzac Day game, the rematch later on in the season. I don't think we won, but at the time I didn't really go for Collingwood. One of the games, the only game I can really remember from 2016 is like the Anzac Day game where I think Tip and Woody made his debut or something because all the Bombers players, because of the drugs that went through to the club, they had to play a lot of different players and had to go recruit a lot of different players. Family rivalry, yep, definitely a little bit of rivalry. I've been rubbing it into my dad ever since Richmond have lost that. I mean, I'm not rubbing it in badly. I'm just saying stuff like, oh, imagine losing to Gold Coast. We bet Gold Coast. Imagine losing. Oh, you've lost all your players. You're doing a deja vu from last year. I guess it's also rubbing in that Tom Lynch got injured against his former team, which I thought was quite funny. At times, I kind of enjoy being feared by opposition fans. Yeah, I guess so. I enjoy getting shit from my friend who's a Bombers fan, but because I can just give him shit back. Because he keeps on giving me shit that we lost to West Coast. I can say the exact same thing to him now, which is fantastic.
O'Brien and Reeves, battle keys, picked it up. Ned Reeves tried to slide, little handball.
My name is Noah, so maybe we'll win on the siren lol. I get that. Maybe. Laura, I don't think you're going to be in too danger tonight against West Coast. I mean, you could be in a little bit of danger, but not too much. This is such a boring game. I'm just reading all you guys' comments. I'm just not even looking at this. It's pretty boring. I wanted the D's to beat the Cats at GMBA. Yep. I agree. Who's your least favourite team? I think I've made that pretty obvious and quite clear. If you haven't, then I'll tell you, it's Geelong. Can't stand Geelong. Can't stand Jeremy Cameron, Tom Hawkins. Just hate Geelong. They are both good players. Christian Petrarca and Patrick Cripps, if that's what you're talking about. They're both very, very good. Well, good. I kind of switched throughout 2014-15 when I used to be a somewhat Roos or D's fan, but I went for the Tigers since 2015. Well, I'm glad you don't go for North Melbourne now because look where they've ended up. And well, Melbourne, they haven't really been very good until recently. Just giving it to your dad after a humiliating loss. That is fair enough because that was an embarrassing choke. Well, I mean, it is fair enough. I'm getting it back because at the start of the season, when he won by 108 points, he just did not stop talking about it for the whole week. And he said, oh, did you beat West Coast? No, you didn't. I just can't stand it. He's just very, very annoying. Oh, yeah, poor North. Yep. It's very sad to be a North Melbourne fan. I only really know one. Some guy from my school.
You don't have the brilliant career that he does without
always wears his North beanie to school. Oh, I feel bad for him. Here's Matt Crouch. What can he do with it? Oh, wait, no. I thought he was going to kick a goal. Wrong end of the ground. I could be on the ball here. It's not. AFL banter with your team, boys. I suppose it is a bit like that then.
Anything he puts his mind to, he achieves. So just a very high achievement. But I can't believe, Duke, how relaxed he's been.
He's a big determined character. I mean, that's an understatement, but it feels like he has worked on that part. He's a self-improver, and he's taken, as Brownie said, a pretty relaxed approach to it as well.
What sort of feedback did you use to cop Brownie as his teammate?
Plenty and often.
He looked a little worked up there for a moment, Sam Mitchell. Scrimshaw. Hardwick. Creative underground hand pass. Scrimshaw, though, gives it
Hardwood's
up.
been
Walker.
very good. 17
He's kicked
possessions.
smothered
Well
by
done.
Mitchell. Just about kicked his hands
Can
up.
Adelaide actually get their third goal?
He's involved again. Feeding it
Here's a
forward.
look.
It's a great hand pass to Keys.
Keys has got an open player. It's Big Riley, still four.
Walker having a key hand in all of that. Initially, his kick smothered by Mitchell, but he went back and won it again.
There's not been a goal for ages in this game. Oh my god. The last goal was a good 17, 18 minutes ago. My tennis coach goes for North, and one of my dad's Pies fan, good friends, goes for the Roos too. Right. Sad for them as Riley Philthorpe kicks a goal for Adelaide. Well done. 32 points. Still manageable, but you're going to need absolutely everything to come back from here. You're going to have to come from the clouds. And go down to the bottom. Let's take a look. D'Ambrosio's done a corked quad. Unfortunate for the young lad. Game just about to start. Carlton and West Coast in the 14 minutes. Should be a very, very good game. Cardi's just uploaded his new vlog. Ooh, very nice. Like to watch that very soon. I'm going to go take a quick look at that, actually. I'm not going to watch it, obviously, because I'm streaming. He's going to stream West Coast versus Carlton. So he's obviously thinking it's going to be a thriller as well. And that's just great. All the viewers are going to go to him. So the viewers aren't going to come to me. Oh, that's just great. Oh, yeah, Docker domination. St Kilda versus Fremantle match day vlog. I'm going to go comment shit on this video as I always do. Well, not too much yet, but I always comment in my second account on it, because I can't be bothered to always comment on my first account all the time. I only do when I need to, pretty much.
Nico's question to you. I'm not sure the current player had the same handball skills of yesteryear.
But how much you value it? And you value it as a part. We saw Richmond cut side and part with that forward handball from stoppage or contested situations.
Hayes bombed that out on the full into about row 6.
But a lot of players, it's just, I'm getting tackled, I've got to get rid of it. Like, it can be an attacking weapon.
Even the crowd good on the left hand. Impressive.
Right, I haven't watched it, but I've commented something.
Might yet mount another scoring opportunity here as Nash sends it in.
So last 45 seconds of the half. I'm going to go have a quick break, and Impey, and it's a goal. Impey's got the goal. And Hawthorn finally have a goal. They're first for about 20 minutes. Oh, it may not actually be a goal, actually. Interesting. I think they've been playing MP forward today. Yeah, back out to 38 points. If the Saints won, Ninthman would have came back. Maybe. Well, I would have, actually. You're right. Because St Kilda have the same amount of points as Richmond. Gee, that's right. Richmond don't. They need points desperately, Richmond. They need a win next week against North. They need a percentage. Not really a percentage boosting win, but they just need the 4 points, really, Richmond. Desperately need it. I think it's going to be touched. This could be recalled. Should be recalled. Oh, they've given it a goal. That was touched off the boot. That's not a very good call there. Gee, St Kilda versus the Dogs. What a game. That's going to be Friday night. The loser is probably out of finals. Port Adelaide have to beat Melbourne. That's not going to happen. So they're going to be out of finals too. And Gold Coast have Essendon away. Essendon could upset there again. I think I'm going to tip Gold Coast though. Not 100% sure. 5 seconds left, and it's probably going to be the quarter. Yeah, Richmond's in 8th with a win behind the teams above them. They are in desperate need of a win, Richmond. I say you need 13 wins to play finals. With Geelong, Melbourne and Freo are very, very close to getting it. And Brisbane, Collingwood also very close. There it is, half-time. Hawthorn leaded by 38 points here at Marble Stadium. And it should be a win here to the Hawks, hopefully, if they don't cough it up. Should be their 5th win, their first since round 5, I think. No, first win since the Brisbane loss, I think.
In 6.5 years. 6 goals, 3. It was an incredible start to the game.
I actually have no clue who will win between the Dogs and the Saints. I know the ESPN tipping says the Dogs, but I think I may tip the Saints. Cardi Saints. Richmond also need to find their form back because last week was just humiliating. That was the Richmond of 1983, 2016 against the Suns. Fair enough. It is a genuine 50-50 game. That's St. Dogs game against the Saints. No?
Wouldn't mind being in the dress change rooms and just seeing what sort of Matthew Vicks will be giving them at halftime. But let's take a look at the Toyota halftime highlights. And as you mentioned, it was that opening term from Hawthorn Footy Club. Maybe it was Ben McAvoy's return and his pre-game address which got them going. But it was the other ruckman in Ned Reeves who got on the scoreboard first with 6-goal-1 opening term.
And Harry Morrison just sat on the outside. He let his opponent go in and he got the snap. And here we have Mitch Lewis. That's after a free kick. They kept on jumping on his back. Taylor Walker answered with a superb set shot there. But Mitch Lewis again. Once again, this is from a free kick also. So the first one was from a mark. This jumped on his back. It's a stunning kick as well. And watch this, a little snap around the corner here. Just off the deck. Mitch Lewis runs onto it. And the last one, Connor Nash, the first thing that goes through Connor Nash's mind is, who am I giving this to? Look, somebody there? No, they're not. I might have a snap. I'm not meant to do this, but I'll go with it.
And after being at 31 points down at quarter time, it was on the Crows. Could they respond? So here's a couple of opportunities finally for their forwards. Fogarty gets on the scoreboard. You thought, okay, they're slowly going to chip away at it. And then here it comes. There's a little bit of frustration. We understand this. It's not acceptable, but it is a natural reaction. So Tex gives away a 50, and then Mitch Lewis just continues on his merry way. It's one of those days where things are going your way, Doom, when you're having left-footed snap from your key forward. You may as well fill the boots while you can. But it's his day. So if I'm a midfielder now for the Hawks, I'm finding him at every opportunity. We need to get this man to 10 goals. He sits at 5 goals, 1 right now from his 10 disposals. We've got to keep it working. And they continue to work through. So what I've loved about the Hawks this half is their ability to defend. The pressure is the first piece that you need to tick off. The job that they've done on Dawson has been exceptional halfway through this game. That needs to continue. But off the back of this, they're getting really good looks inside 50. 29 inside 50s for 9 goals. And that's the one that we just saw there just before half-time. And Nicky Little snapper as well. They have been exceptional, Kat, from the first bounce to the halfway mark.
And you're loving what you're seeing from Mitch Lewis if you're a Hawthorn fan. So equaled his career best of 5 goals in a game. Difference here, though, is it's half time. So we'll wait and see how many he ends up with following this game. But, Jem, you wanted to highlight a moment involving Scrimshaw.
Absolutely. I mean, if this is Anthony Koutafidis, there we are, Anthony Koutafidis, we start going, have a look at this. Ball got centred. It's chance of being turned over. Watch the crawl. Look at that. He just crawls it out. Now, 2 disposals later, that goes to a German Impey shot at goal. Look, that is wonderful. Just beautiful ball handling off the deck. And he feeds it out the back, goes 1-2, bang, Impey gets a shot at goal. Missed the goal, I might add, but it was just wonderful play.
Let's just do a little halftime prediction here. How many does Mitch Lewis finish with?
8. 11.
Oh, fill your boots today, please, Mitch. Midfielder's responsibility. Get it to him.
I love how you said that with such a straight face. You don't have a straight face when you're watching Bounce because it is all fun and games with the Bounce crew. That's coming up tonight after the footy on Fox Footy. And then following that, one of the best shows in the business. If you want the hardcore
half-time show, probably be.
First crack with Ben Dixon, David King, and Lee Montagna.
I know what I'll do. I'm going to write up my tips because I have not done that yet. my tipping video will come out tomorrow morning. I'm weighing up if I'm going to film it tonight.
I grew up in a
Or
family
tomorrow
doing
morning.
projects at half-time. Dad would be watching the footy. If his team was losing, he was in the garage. It was time to start that project. Get a project done with the lowest prices and enjoy the footy.
Hybrid flooring, only $27.95.
I'm not going to say any of it because I don't want to spoil it.
Laminated hardwood panel, $119. 9-watt LED downlight, just $9.90.
Where you find
My
a competitor's lower price on the
1983
same stock
2016
item, we'll beat
Richmond
it by
went
10%.
absolutely shame.
Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Well, I guess so.
100% Aussie Angus beef, crispy bacon, and chunky tomato relish. The mighty Angus doesn't just have might, it has height. Good thing bacon doesn't get vertigo.
Yeah, so I'll just do this for a good maybe 5 minutes.
Sounds good. Yeah. Found tickets near the front. Should I get them?
With TCL's new generation mini LED full array TVs, you'll enjoy striking levels of brightness and contrast. TCL's mini LED TVs, bringing pictures to life.
Hey, what's wrong?
I don't like beer anymore.
Why do you drink it then?
Because we got a beer fridge. Got happy with pizza. With poker, it's beer o'clock. When did beer move in? It's gonna be a bright.
Okay.
Right at home. $23,984 to go.
I'm with one.
Jimmer. I just got my first one.
Started smiling.
Well, we're both with one.
You were smiling.
Took him a while though.
Oh, and there's together.
I heard nearly 5 million Australians have one. You too could be better off with a super fund run for you. Just look for the symbol.
I'm going to stream Crows versus Magpies next week. Hopefully the Pies get up.
Didn't know she played. Yeah, in the 50s, I think.
Your destination is on the left.
Hopefully it's not another thriller. I said bloody nerve-wracking as hell.
You're watching Sunday Ticket on Fox.
Well, the first home and away game against Hawthorn was just surreal.
25 metres out. Rampant parochialism. It was right in the era of holding up signs, kick a Vic, and that it was quite angry, very vocal, touch nasty.
You know, crowd-wise, you could hear it. It was a bit like an SNFL grand final. I could smell food. I remember being down the race and I could smell food.
I remember stopping the blokes in the tunnel as we were just about to walk on the ground and just sort of reaffirming this special moment that we were about to embark on.
Crows on fire early.
We just won the night flag, 91. We probably celebrated a bit too long, but night flag, and I remember being at one of the shows that night, and it was pretty late in the night, and someone said, "Oh, we'll be playing round one next week," and I said, "Oh, we're playing the Crows, and they'll be up about." They're, "Oh, no, we'll bolt that in," and
Gets it across to McGinnis, spins right, once, twice, shoots.
We had a good blend, you know, to be able to hold it, maintain it, and then perform as well as we did. I don't know if we surprised ourselves, but we thought, yeah, we're a good side.
As it was getting away from us a bit, I started to get angrier that these upstarts were, taking it up to us. McDermott, down he goes. Finally a fight on here. McDermott's hurt.
It's very vague to me. I don't remember much of it. I remember waking up in the change rooms thinking I was at the cricket.
I charged at him and I was going to whip my shoulder into him and I hammered into him, but really had a good lick. And he was open and it was dirty. That was terrible stuff there by the two Hawthorn players, and McDermott has not moved.
McDermott was always going to take a scalp. If you're going to lose, you make the opposition pay a price.
When you plan something, when you've got a game plan that works, when you've got players in position that you hope will play well, everything worked. It was just a perfect night.
Well, it is Hawthorn taking on the Adelaide Crows at Marvel Stadium, so we thought, why not take a trip down memory lane? Dermot Brereton, how many weeks did you cop for that?
Pure ball player, just really railroaded there. 5. I got 5.
Probably pleaded not guilty as well.
I did plead not guilty.
What did he do to you prior to that?
Nothing. He was on the opposition team. Punker dear, God rest his soul. He was played at about 105 kgs and he tackled from behind and I thought, no, I'm going in with a late bump here. I should have got done for a late bump. I got done for an elbow, which I never did. They got that wrong and that's why I got 5.
I reckon they got
it was
right.
just unduly rough play. That's what it was. And I probably was worth 2. Not 5, fair dinkum. They made that porkies.
We do not condone this.
No, we do not.
Hey, I don't even condone it, and I did it.
So the Hawks...
I've moved a little.
I'm going to save you here and move on. So the Hawks in action at Marvel Stadium this afternoon. The North Wangaratta Hawks were in action yesterday, and your old teammate, Nick Del Santo, in Brendan Goddard played, and this is all part of the Carlton draft, which we have been loving on Fox Footy. He was cleaned up in a tackle, though, which I think is perhaps following this goal. So this is the nice positive start. BJ enjoying his time playing the Carlton draft. And we just wait for this moment.
Bang.
Have you checked in on him? Is he okay?
I messaged him. So I saw your show last night, Best on Ground, and I saw him answer a couple of those questions. I messaged him this morning saying, just, are you okay? He's not going great. He hasn't been to hospital yet, but he said he's slightly improved after that incident yesterday.
That was rib cage coming down, his weight, and Tackler's weight on top. Bang, squashing the rib cage. If you don't have broken ribs, I can tell you from experience, the cartilage between their BJ will be split. Okay, go and get it checked out.
Oh, yes, go and get it checked out. We hope he is feeling a little bit better today. It's been a tough week for the Hawthorn Football Club, and Demi, I wanted to get your thoughts, particularly with the passing of 1991 Norm Smith medalist Paul Deere, and then also unfortunate for the Gunston family and Jack's father Ray passing away. But I hope you're okay. Paul's passing. It's tough.
It does hit hard when somebody who you've gone through a lot of a portion of your life leaves us. Pancreatic cancer took Geary, Punker, Humper. We used to call him. Well, we used to call him Punker. He had this huge head. We called him Punkin Head. Look at the size of it. And Yabby couldn't hear on the training track what we were calling, so he said, "Try and pass the ball to Humper." And so he got a double nickname, Humper and Punker. Wow. Just a lovely, lovely man, huge man. I mean, we had Harvey Goodman, who was Olympic weightlifter, come in, and he started a different weight regime with us. He was that big. We're doing squatting, 70 kilos and whatever, and Dunstan's
if you just join, I'm just trying to do my tips now.
Punker, he's doing 225 kilo free weight squats within 2 weeks.
After the Carlton West Coast game, maybe.
He was so big, he was massive, and he took a while to come into it, but he's clearly best on ground in the 1991 grand final. He used to turn up for the extras because they used to say to him, mate, get your weight down, because he was always 105, 108 kilos, and they wanted him lighter so he could travel around. So we'd do extras with him. Whitty would run laps with him. Jason and I would do kicking with him on a Wednesday night. It's just a solid. Forget he was a champion player. He's just champion bloke.
A champion bloke who was doing good work even whilst he was suffering, because he founded the initiative Dare to Hope, which he and his wife founded, Jerry, in order to try find better treatment for pancreatic cancer. So if you want to donate, you can do by daretohope.com.au. But our thoughts are certainly with both families, both the Deere family, So many Hawthorn people loved this man, the 1991 Norm Smith medalist. And then, of course, Jack's father, Ray, a former AFL administrator and the former interim CEO of the Essendon Football Club. Our thoughts are both with the Deer family and the Gunston family.
Business is growing. You have had your eye on that high street space for a while.
I think you're ready.
Looks at the Eagles next week, so maybe they can build some momentum.
Sometimes you need an expert in more than just money. No, more than money.
It is here. It's Macca's.
Value means more with the McValue bundle for just $24.95. Grab yours at Macca's today.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Go. Oh, man, the tension. He could have done that. Yes.
Hey, yes, we're as passionate about our members as you are about the game.
Hey, Julie, Amazon Prime Day is coming, and you can get the deals of your dreams. How's that? Too much? Should we try it again?
Get the epic deals you've been dreaming of. Amazon Prime Day, 12th and 13th July.
The maniac who seeks to end us all.
A hand grenade? No, it's a portable speaker.
Cinemas now.
Another classic floor adventure.
Helping. Eventually. Great.
Thor: Love and Thunder in cinemas now.
Righto, my turn.
Tradie, the ultimate toolbox.
Hi, Nan.
Hello.
When the night has gone, and the land is
Yes, Nan.
Didn't know she played.
Yeah, in the 50s, I think.
Right. All done. Should be a big
Your destination is on the left.
second half. Hawks should probably run away with this one quite easily.
Tonight, I'll be eating hot, cheesy pizzas with my ZFS. Cheers, mate. Okay, Paris. Take it off. OMG. So cute.
And don't worry, it's got that moat.
Super high fences.
No snake will ever get in here. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's the food chain.
You're watching Sunday Ticket on Fox.
Well, there's always so much to discuss on a Monday, and we've got you covered here on Fox Footy on the couch from 6:30. And then it is over to AFL 360. Jared is back. Jared and Robbo are going to be joined by the Giants caretaker Mark McVeigh and Hawthorn Sam Mitchell. So
Hawthorn West,
Hawthorn
West Coast. Carlton West Coast is now underway.
The Hawks leading Adelaide by 38
Sorry, I
points
checked
at
the
Marble Stadium. But we want a close game. So tell me, how do the Crows get control of this match?
Well, first thing, I think they've got to clamp Newcomb. He's been really good around the middle of the ground. His kicking's been beautiful. And the other thing is, with only 10 possessions,
Good start for Carlton. Wow. Very, very good start. Look at that. 19-0. Zoom in style. Absolutely superb. Harry Mackay, Charlie Curnow, and Zach Fisher, the goal kickers, and a behind to Curnow. Good start. I tipped, my big call was West Coast to kick 6 or more last quarter goals and come back and nearly win and give them a little bit of a scare.
just the 18th at half time for the Crows.
There's so many wants from a Crows perspective.
Good
but
start for
if you're
Hewitt
a
with
Crow,
4
you
disposals
want
in the
someone
first
to
10
mark
minutes
the
of the
ball
game.
forward half of the ground. You can have your
Here we
short
go.
lead-ups and Tex will do that for you, but
Got to
you've
expect
to have
something for the
somebody
Crows
who
here.
can take an
Should have a
overhead
pretty
mark.
nice and relaxed second half, I reckon. Nice, calm, cool, collected.
As we head up the third term, and we enter it in reasonably anticlimactic fashion. Only Phil Thorpe just a little late returning from the room, so keep an eye on
Hard
that.
games next week to tip. Dogs versus Saints, Blues versus Cats, Freo versus Swans, and Dons versus Selms. I agree with all them except Freo versus Swans. Sydney aren't going to do much, I reckon, over at Freo. Up the stadium, I reckon Freo will win that quite comfortably. I'm not going to give away anything too much. I reckon Freo will win, though. But I may change a tip, but yeah, all the others one will be close, I reckon. Hawks should win. We have seen Hawks cough up some big leads this season. I doubt they'll be able to do it today, though. You're going to have to be really bad to do that. The most chip that someone has in my comp is 106. Wow. Well, I'm going to make a comp next season. I can't be bothered to make a comp this season. It's too close to the end of it. The tipping competition Cardi is running. He has Joker around. Oh. I'm in Cardi's tipping comp. I'm in UCats as well. I think I'm in someone else's as well. I think I'm doing the best in UCats though, because he doesn't have too much people in his. I'm 110th out of 214 people. It's not very good, but it's still probably the best that I've done. I had laryngitis for the whole school holidays, and now it is going away on the day before school. I have absolutely no idea what that is, but it sounds sad. Djokovic versus Kyrgios. Who will win between the two? Well, they're both pretty annoying. I don't really like both of them. Hopefully Kyrgios, though. I think Djokovic will win, though. Carlton's kicked the first 3 goals. Yep, I noticed that. Freo should beat the Swans at Optus. Yep, I agree. If Carlton and Hawthorn win comfortably, I will hit 200 correct tips. No Joker round involved. Wow. That will be very, very impressive. Hopefully the Crows can find a way in this second half. Rory Laird around the body. Ben Keys, that's a goal. Well done, Adelaide. I've got the first of the second half. Oh, you meant 100. Yeah, I thought you meant 100. I was sick for the whole holidays and I am now feeling better. Well, that's always good that you're feeling better. Kind of sucks that it's before school though. But yeah, you can't really do much about that, can't you? I've absolutely no idea what laryngitis or whatever, if I'm saying that correct, is, but it does not sound very, very nice at all. That was a very good goal by Ben Keys. They needed that. If Adelaide get one more, then there may be a chance for a good game. Ben Keys. Free kick's going to go Adelaide's way. They're going straight back inside forward 50. Is there a mark? Should be a free kick to Sicily there. There isn't. Free kick's going Hawthorn's way. I had a throat infection for the whole school holiday. A throat infection. That sounds even worse than what I was thinking it was. Mackay 3. Oh, you watching the Carlton game? You must be Mackay. There's no Mackay. for Adelaide or Hawthorn.
Can't underestimate the quality of that kick from Sicily as well.
You watching any of Adelaide versus Hawthorn? Because I'm only going to watch the last quarter Carlton West Coast when I get up to it, because by the time I've done everything that I need to do, it'll be last quarter, and hopefully I can watch maybe a bit of it. Oh, you're alternating through. Right. Mackay around the body. Whoa. No, he's missed it, apparently. I think he's missed it. 20-0, that is there. Up by a long way. The Blue Baggers. Well, I think the guy that loves roadblocks and is off to go watch his beloved Blues. Yeah, Harry Mackay missed. How's the kick? Oh, Brody Smith got a hand on it. Well done. That is very good defending.
For a minor score. Bruce was lurking at the back. Smith banged it through.
Okay. I think I've got my fantasy sorted for next week, and I think I know which players I'm going to trade.
That was a good defensive effort. Adelaide Crows through Berry, able to compete well enough, and now Hamill fighting hard back to Berry. Well played. His handball was partially smothered, ricocheted back to Laird. He tried to get it back to Berry. O'Meara went at him. Just got him a touch high. The attention from Berry was good.
Still 33 points. Look, it's a big margin, yes. It's definitely comebackable, but they need to make the switch now. Adelaide.
Why wouldn't you? He's got 5 in the first half. That's some good run from Schomburg to Hamill.
Good stuff here by the Crows. Got it out to the wing.
Hard running work from Keys. Almost played on
Ben
outside,
Keys.
but the field of play was
Colton
good.
have a goal.
Examples of that this round now. But Henry has it on the wing. He's got
They've already got what Adelaide had for the game. Well done to Corey Durden. They've got 4 the Baggers. Long ball, and what a mark. Scrimshaw saves the day for the Hawks.
Walker just suggesting that the kick needed to go in a slightly different direction, fairly vehemently. Jeff mark, but had time to recover. Scrimshaw and Sicily. And the Hawks will come out again along the dock side of the ground. McAvoy all on his own. Hawks, fans, players alike, glad to have him back. Play on. On we go. Goes backwards. Sicily again. Stand. One of the air game, Sicily.
Yeah, the Eagles are getting belted, and they need to do something about that very, very quickly.
Head Ward outside, decides to go through the corridor. Brian's got back. A little bit of a fumble now. He's got an issue. Jarman Impey.
Just create a poll for Hawthorn Adelaide. Forgot to do that, actually. Hopefully we can get some more votes soon. They are getting belted, the Eagles. They've got to do something about that. I do agree.
Strong tackle in Newcomb.
Riley, Nick, just get that meat up, Riley. Thank you.
Lots of communication. Even a hit of a grin. He's having a good old time of it, Sam Mitchell.
Reeves smacks it down.
Adelaide trying to emerge.
Couple of Crows players unite by hand. Parnell. He's a good kicker, this guy, and that kick's going to work. McHenry's marked it. Didn't look very convincingly, but marked it on the second bite. Crows sent it longer up the wing. And Tax has got it. Oh, it's going to go to Phil Thorpe instead. Phil Thorpe hands it off. Dawson finally gets a disposal off his tag. That is a superb lethal left foot kick by Dawson. And Fogarty plays on. How's the kick? It's not going to come back. And a rush behind. So 32 points.
Well, they're getting that mark or winning a contest as they're coming out of the back 50, just giving them opportunity.
So winning it around the clearance as well, Jimmy. 5-1 they are so far this
On Wednesday, I'm probably going to do a power ranking video that will come out. Well, similar to a power ranking video. Mainly like form. Recent form out of all the teams recently. I'm sure Geelong will unfortunately be on top. Collingwood will be up there.
Only 18 months or so ago, and in my mind, he's becoming one of their most important players. It's a brilliant story.
It is. He's really worked on his craft, played a lot of games at Box Hill, and then last year, you're right, they delisted him, and he had a breakout year, kicked 27 goals from 20 matches. He's got a pretty big engine too, so he can go
There's
through the
Mitchell.
midfield.
Hands it over the top, O'Meara. As he's kicked by MP, it's pretty smart. Didn't quite work though, and it'll go out of bounds.
There is Dylan Moore on screen. Players like him are hungry because they've had to do it the hard way. Not early draft picks. It's a scrap for every game they've got, and he's loving where he's at the moment in his career, just at 22 years of age. Smith. That's a territory taker. Touch ball into the middle of the ground.
High ball. CJ's going to get it off hands. Flicks it over the top. Here go the Hawks. Oh, he's been ragdolled. Similar to McCreary's ragdoll tackle. Both of these games are belters. Yeah, so far, this game's going to end off in a belter, I reckon. Well, my big call was West Coast to come back. So, yeah. Could be interesting. Good tackle there by Dawson.
You can see Finn McGuinness right in lockstep with Dawson. Full on tag. In the way, great respect for Jordan Dawson's impact for the Crows. Newcomb gets it back to Josh Ward.
Yeah, seeming he's being tagged, Jordan Dawson. I'm sort of surprised he's managed to get what he's getting, because that's a hardcore. Like, that's a full-on tag.
Back to Smith, now to Keys, to Laird. They have got a bit of momentum here all of a sudden, Adelaide. O'Brien, the next kick, the important one.
Yeah, that kick's superb. And Fogarty's got it. Has he? Oh, he's dropped it. Saligo just didn't work. The Crows have messed that one up. They're starting to look a little bit better though, Adelaide.
That's a dangerous ball. And a rise and a fine mark from
Well done, Duday. That's a great mark. Great hanger.
can thrust Adelaide forward again. Initially into the corridor.
Behind to Colton. To Jesse Motlop, the youngster.
Sizzling kick just a little too far out in front of Saligo.
Crows are making their move. They certainly are. They're giving it their full crack.
Getting his senior opportunity, played the 10 SANFL
That's a
games.
nice hanger by Duday.
It's a lovely mark from Duday. He had his name written all over it, courtesy of the...
There'll be a throw in inside the Crows forward 50. Tex, off hands. Morrison, Laird, Tex. Here's a look for Adelaide. And it's on the ball. Incorrect disposal. Well, out of all this, Adelaide should hopefully turn this passage eventually into a goal. Well, they haven't. So, I guess you can say they're missing their opportunities, Adelaide. Kind of, in a way.
Beautiful ball users, left footers.
Carlton already have more than what Adelaide have in this game already. Rush behind. Full goals for them. After all of the Crows' efforts, they can put it on the scoreboard. Yeah, I guess so. Here's a good look. Oh, what was he doing with that, Barry? Tex was open. And they have missed another chance. Oh, ragdolled. Fogarty let him know about it. And he's been caught. Darcy Fogarty's going to get a look. This for his second goal. And for Adelaide's fifth and their second of the quarter.
That's got to take it out of them in the second half.
Yeah, good point, you mate. Brownie. This is Darcy Fogarty. Picked 12 back in 2017.
Goals for Phil Thorpe, Keys,
in South
Fogarty and
Australia.
Tex. Can Fogarty kick his second goal?
Farming district. He's really finding his feet in
Around the
AFL.
body. Oh,
Just overcooked that one.
he's missed it.
To the line of the
I
Hawks
thought it
fans.
was the high contact, but the ump was blindsided.
So this is
Right.
the little lead up to Tex. What do you think, Jimmy? You hit that one?
He's seen O'Brien pushing hard back, and that's caught his attention just on the outside of his right foot.
Sicily's got it wide. Sicily's had a very, very good game. He's proven me wrong. I was thinking about dumping him this week, but he's definitely done well enough. Dan Houston, I can't trade him this week now with the injury to Massimo D'Ambrosio on the bench. But Dan Houston will be going very, very soon. That is an absolute mongrel. And it bounced the favour of Hamill, and the Crows have got it on the wing. Here with Butts. Charlie Curnow puts another one through for Carlton. I'd stop watching that game now. It does not look very, very good. Oh! Riley Philthorpe, he dominated against the Hawks last year. And this has just got to be a goal. This has to be a goal. Great pack mark by Philthorpe. Very good. I think you meant to write Philthorpe there instead of Hillthorpe. Very good player, Riley Philthorpe. He's got a lot of promise, this kid. This for his second goal. He should kick it. He's missed it. There they are, Brian. Oh, to play on, cool. Thought that was a mark to O'Brien. And it's a rush behind instead. I'm sure the Crows will have a bit of belief, but they need to get at least a goal or two here in their dominance. They're having a very good third term. Hawthorn have only kicked the 1 point. And that is an absolute shocker out in the full. That was a really, really bad kick. Hamill called to play on. Risky kick, but works. Parnell. He's going to go all the way back. They can take the switch here, the Crows. Risky kick. Just got there. Did it? Yes, it did. Oh, free kick going to go to Jimmy Rowe anyways.
Jimmy Rowe comes up with the free kick at halfback. Not a lot of movement sideways, so he's going to rely on a pack mark down the line. Berry. Front centre was Nash.
So let's take a look at this.
It is an even 30-point game. Just
Initially O'Brien and then Walker.
they need to kick at least 2 goals to have some belief here in this last 6.5 minutes.
Nash towards the boundary. Salego playing a bit of basketball. Finally
comes out the back and long ball by Ladd. Philthorpe. He's got good hands at the moment, and he's seen something, and it's not going to work. I have absolutely no idea what he's trying to do there, Philthorpe. And the Hawks, as the result can go. O'Meara, he does go. The kick just didn't work for Bruce. Hamill picks it up, flicks it over the top. Duday's got himself into a bit of trouble. Smith. Now Haitley, and it was ragdolled over the line by Luke Bruce. The game, the pressure has definitely gone up a notch late in this third term.
38 points was the lead at half-time. It's now back
Can
to
the Crows
30.
come up?
Crows are certainly
Here's
playing
the question. They're
spirited
certainly
style.
proven that
Lady
they're
Rhodes in their competitiveness.
a side that can
in
come back.
Sydney,
And
with
they're all
experiences
are the
regularly
best
now,
at coughing
Rose
up big
Smith.
leads late in games.
Philthorpe's taking a big couple of contested
High
marks.
ball. Free kick's going to go to Philthorpe. He's dominating Philthorpe. He's getting the Hawks defense a little bit nervous. It's quarter time over at Optus Stadium. It's 34-0. Wow. Yeah, just a little bit nervous was the youngster Blank. It's just his third game. He's been pretty good today. He's been pretty good. all season.
Last year, kicked 5 on debut.
Riley Philthorpe needs to kick this goal. And answers. A big goal for Adelaide. He's second. Adelaide's second goal only of this quarter. They should have more than that, Adelaide. It's only the second goal of the quarter. Been a very, very quick quarter, that's for sure. Charlie Curnow is dominating in the West. 2 goals, 6 touches, 47 fantasy points. Very, very good.
So you look back to the stoppage, they've won the contest, but they've chained it out. Where in the first half, they just banged that on the boot, which plays into Hawthorn being heavy down the line. But you can
They get one more before 3/4 time, and it's game on in the last.
third contested mark for the quarter. They found some momentum, the Crows.
Be a ball in again, look at that. They kicked 3 in the last 4 of this game, and Newcomb comes bursting out of the centre with a big clearance, and Impey! Huge mark for the Hawks. And if Impey kicks this, and all that hard work to get 1 goal, it's going to really, really be painful. Quarter time, Carlton leads 34-0. They're dominating the Blue Baggers. Jarman Impey, very, very good player. Extremely good player. They've experimented him up forward this game, and he's missed it. 1 goal, 3 hasn't worked. He's missed some chances, Impey. Yeah, the Crows are still hanging in, thanks to the miss.
Around the best option now. He's going to back Fogarty in against Granger Brass. Clears both of them.
Scrimshaw's going to kick it backwards. Why did he kick it backwards? Miller has taken it. And now Keys. Oh, well done. Oh, it's going to be a 50 against Keys. The kick by Parnell was so good. And he claimed that he didn't hear the whistle. I'm not 100% sure about that one. I mean, you can't really tell if they're telling the truth or actually denying it. McAvoy couldn't hold on. 2 days got it. Adelaide need to find a way to get a goal, and behind if they really want to get it back to 3 goals. But they just need a goal. Now look at Parnell go. He's having a big corner, this young kid. Oh, look out! Connor Nash. What a rundown tackle by Connor Nash. Well done. He did not give up on it. That's extraordinary. That has happened all the time this season. Yeah, I guess so. I'm just not 100% sure what I really think of it. If it should be a 50 or it should be a free kick or not. When the ump plays 50, when someone can't hear. Yeah. That was a superb tackle by Connor Nash. They're giving it their all. The Crows, they're very much trying. The Hawks are trying as well. Late, they really don't want Adelaide to get a late goal. 2 minutes 20, same way. Adelaide can't let Hawthorn get a goal, or else it'll be too tough for them. There's no way they come back from 31 points. Mark to Impey. Impey wants to go corridor. Very, very risky with 2 minutes left to go, but he did see McGuinness. He's going to set it up long. How's the kick? It's superb. Oh! Early fly by Mitch Lewis trying to add a 6 to his name. And that has to be an inefficient attempt. Has to be. That was a massive fly. Now, if he didn't jump as early, that probably would be in front for Mark of the Year after Georgiades hanger last week. High ball and nearly for Bruce. McAvoy, Duday had him. They're hanging in here, the Crows. Tom Mitchell. And get ball up. The free kick went to Adelaide. Inefficient attempt against Mitch Lewis, who had a very, very early attempt at that mark. And speaking of mark, that's a clever mark there by the youngster. Well done by Connor McDonald. Hello, good to see you, Finn. There's a minute left on the clock. Lucky that didn't go in for a goal. Good to see you join, Finn. Second quarter underway for Carlton. West Coast immediately. Corey Durden goes and misses.
The dock side of the ground. Keys is an option in the middle, but he's going to go towards the wing. Walker!
High ball and Walker had a big fly. Couldn't mark. Mitchell.
Loses McHenry.
McHenry and they've done this pretty well. The Hawks. They've managed to hang on despite a Crows dominant quarter.
Today for him. Final 30 seconds until three-quarter time. Out the back,
Schonberg kicks it forward. Can Adelaide get a late goal in these last 20 seconds? Scrimshaw. CJ, it's going to make it hard for the Crows. Look at him, he's going to sprint. Look at him, he's still running. Miller chased him. He sets it up in the forward 50. And the mark was superb. And that's going to be it. Three-quarter time here at Marvel. As the Crows who lead it. Charlton have been pretty inaccurate. Tom DeKoning's missed another one.
26 points at three-quarter time. We've seen some big comebacks this round. Have we got another one in us? We'll find out after the
We have seen some big comebacks this round, but the biggest and best of them all was the Collingwood one. Damn the points. No, the Gold Coast one was probably better.
I know this is a long shot, but there aren't any
The
major
lead is
events
26
on
points.
this
It's
week,
exactly
are
like yesterday's live stream. And we all know what the Pies did. Can the Crows do the same?
Yeah, that should do it.
I'm going to take a 1 minute break, actually. I'll be very, very quick.
At Harvey Norman, get up to $2,000 cash back when you buy a selected Samsung TV and soundbar package, like this Samsung 75-inch Neo QLED TV and Q700B Dolby Atmos soundbar pack. Bonus $265 gift card plus $700 cash back. Or get the amazing LG 86-inch 4K Smart TV with bonus $160 gift card. JBL Bar 9.1 channel Dolby Atmos soundbar, only $1,495 plus bonus gift card. At Harvey Norman now.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Go. Oh, man, the tension. Oh, I could have done that. No. Yes.
At HBF, we're as passionate about our members as you are about the game.
And you only live once, right?
Hold on, just need to get my credit card out.
What?
Makes it harder for me to spend, so I can save a little more to invest. Do you mind? It's easier if you do it. 3, 2, 1.
You should use Raise. It rounds up every purchase to the nearest dollar to save and invest as I spend.
Smart.
Don't trust yourself to save. Raise your game instead.
To endure winter, the group huddles together. They work together. Move together. Never alone. Always as one.
Primo.
Hello. How was last night?
Can the Crows come back is the big question.
Need to get my credit card out.
It's going to be very interesting.
What? Do you mind? It's easier if you do it.
Don't trust yourself to save?
You should use Raise.
Round up every purchase to save.
West Coast had their first goal. It is insane. It goes to Jab Darling. See what I did that? Jab Darling. So funny. The Gold Coast one was the worst for me, personally, as a Tiger fan. Yep. See how that'd be bad for you.
Can you do that?
Foxtel Movies. Watch on demand.
Here we go. Last quarter.
Sunday ticket on Fox.
My ribs are a little bit sore. I'll be back in 5. Okay. Can't get a goal. The response to the West Coast goal goes to Big Hazza Mackay.
Boys, we wanted to see Adelaide get back into this game just for a better spectacle for Sunday footy on Fox, and they have. How?
Well, they equalised around the footy, if not took control, but they had an extra number behind play.
Personally, I don't think Adelaide will come back and win, but
and it just seemed the first
who
15,
knows?
18
Who
minutes of that
knows?
quarter, every time the ball went to ground, Adelaide were first onto it, first usage of it, and they had a couple of big blokes mark the ball in the front end of the ground. That helps.
Well, I just felt they had more control. Now, the numbers probably don't say that as obvious as what it probably felt and what it looked like, Durham, but the margin now just gives them a glimmer of hope. And if you're in the Crows huddle right now, that's the story that you're telling yourself. Whether it's true or whether it's not, it's, hey, we have the capabilities to attack this game. They're getting enough of the football, particularly through the midfield area. Durham touched on it at halftime. Taking those marks inside forward, 50 in the front third gives you an opportunity. It's about capitalising. They've got to make every post to win a
Well, for the Crow supporters, just your team, they'll go into this huddle and the sell from the coach will be, this team gets run over frequently. We've run over them. Last year when we played them, we ran over them. Believe in yourselves. Keep going. They played in heavy, wet conditions last week. They get run over. We've run over them. They're tired. Let's keep hooking in. He'll sell it to them. And if you're a Crow supporter, believe.
Sorry, are you going for Hawthorn?
No, I'm just telling you what that coach will say.
It's a good point, because does the seed of doubt now start to creep into the Hawthorn players' mindset?
They need an early goal, the Crows. They need to get something out of the first 3 to 5 minutes, say, hey, and then you've got roughly 18, 20 minutes to get the remaining 3. Then things can definitely change. We've seen this week already, teams completely stop in the same situation at three-quarter time. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
How many for Mitch Lewis now?
It's funny you mentioned that. I wrote down 0 that quarter, but he's got 6 to go this quarter, which means if the Crows are getting clear, he's got a very
I forgot about that
elephant
half-time
over here.
prediction. Dale said that he was going to kick 11 today. You actually tempted to go with the old 13, Anthony Hudson style. But here we go. We've got a ball game on our hands.
West Coast have their second goal.
Stadium. We'll see you.
Goes to Luke Foley. Here we go. Whack ball forward. Good start by Adelaide to this last term. Dawson, who seems to have gone forward. Smart move by Matty Nix. Look at that, Scrimshaw. The Crows are in desperate need. Well, not really of a win. It doesn't really matter to these two teams. They're in desperate need of a goal here.
Sends it in the O'Meara direction. It was well weighted. Perfectly for O'Meara. Not seeing a lot of movement that he likes, so he floats it, looking for Ned Reeves. There is Nick Murray, who, as Campbell Brown told us, has got that match up on Mitch Lewis, who kicked 5 in the first half. Chankroff, Jath, well tackled. Eventually it comes out, they're letting it go. O'Meara now tackled by Berry.
Gee, their harassment's been significantly better. McHenry's been a key part of it. Reeves and O'Brien. Reeves out the back, Ward and up and under. McAvoy and Duday. A couple of others get involved. Berry towards the boundary. So the third quarter, Hawthorn managed just the 3 behinds. And Adelaide 2 goals, 3. O'Brien and Reeves. Reeves reaches, knocks it down. Rove by Dawson. Dawson into the middle of the ground over the head of Scrimshaw. Hardwick there to lend support. Scrimshaw's tap. Can he get back on the end of it? He allows Walker in. Walker fighting hard. Rowe likes to get dangerous. Puts it in the Fogarty direction.
Sorry, I was not really focusing there. Sorry about that. Free kick on Hawks' way. This is going to be a big last 18 minutes here for the Hawks and the Crows.
So they had to wait to the mid-season draft and apply for special exemption to get that man. Sam Mitchell was a huge fan of what he was doing at Box Hill, and it was only a handful of games in, but looks like a genuine key defender.
Connor Nash is going to set it up long down the line. Ned Reeves is under it. And it's a slow start to this quarter. West Coast have yet another goal. Corner Jake Waterman.
He's got that closing speed that all annoying defenders have. How good to be able to play a player like that, 196 centimetre, 25 kilo key defender. They're rare gold, and if you've got one effectively for not much, it's a win. McHenry, Nico said it's been outstanding. It's trying to play.
Oh, it's a 50. Oh, could be costly. They need this, Adelaide.
I smothered the handball and he was playing on. He smothered the handball.
That is massive. Huge call. I do agree. That is a big call. Can Adelaide get the first goal of the last quarter here from Ned McHenry? He's been good today. He's been a good replacement. I think he's been in for Rashili. He shouldn't miss this. He's got it. Here come the Crows. I tipped Hawthorn by 18, so this is actually kind of good because they're up by 20 now. Nice little fight back here by the Crows. It's pretty low scoring, but could still result in a win either way for both teams. Kelvin to put in their seventh goal. Charlie Kerno's got it, his third.
So the 50-metre penalty was for a hold. And Adelaide finds itself back with a hope.
Oh, look at that. Laird bursting out of the middle. 1-2 with Schonberg. Flicks it back to Schonberg. He's going to set it up with a weird stubby kick. May work anyways. Impey looks like he has been moved back to half-back. And he's got himself in a bit of trouble, McGuinness. Ball's been whacked. Sicily got the nice block from his teammate, and CJ has it. And CJ wants to go. And why wouldn't you? At this stage of the game.
He's been another impressive second half contributor. Adelaide just building here. Keys. Have a look at Chase Jones. Then eventually goes there through the middle. And Adelaide Crows really feeling they have got the answers at the moment. Still a lot of work to do. Schonberg sideways. Murray, that's a good ball. Brody Smith. Fogarty wants it deep. Texas down there as well. They've got Riley O'Brien, so some big marking options. Can they get a Mark O'Brien in good shape?
High ball inside the forward 50 for the Crows. And it didn't work.
The first half, you just couldn't see a way to goal at all for the Adelaide Crows, and now they look likely. Beautifully done, Reeves. Got it to Mitchell. Which Lewis. Murray did superbly. O'Brien around the corner. Miller.
CJ. Sicily saves the day.
Sicily to the outer side. Adelaide has a 2-on-1 here. Butts in front. Kosicki. Saligo comes in. Kosicki. What efforts! Butts just stood there and hands on his knees. Watched the action as Saligo was caught up in the tackle. He's done very nicely there, Kosicki. Taken down by Reeves. Mitchell near the boundary line, can't keep it in. It's a 20-point margin, Jimmy Bartell, but it feels tense. Hawthorn feels under
20-point ball game.
Adelaide's got some more zip away from the contest. They're transitioning a lot harder than the Hawthorn at the moment.
Go to West Coast again to JK.
Zip inside 50s this quarter, and credit to Matty Nix and his coaching staff. We haven't panicked here this afternoon. Plenty of time left in this one as Berry can't keep it in. A little nervous. Tension suddenly through Marble Stadium. The Hawks fans.
The Hawks are going to feel a little bit nervous.
We're in a fight. Ed Reeves guided it down. He loves looking for Mitchell. It was slipped out of the hands of Berry, which was important. Now it finds Impey. We heard the touch play on call. Kaczynski had it smacked away from him. Crows working back on Mass. Keys released the handball before his feet had even hit the ground. Did it well. Paddy Parnell.
And look at Parnell. The young kid is good. McHenry. It's 50 against Sicily, and Tex is not happy. He's dumped Sicily. And McHenry has a chance to get his second goal of the quarter from a 50. This is massive. The contest of this game, this is just huge.
Fantastic young umpire.
It's a real sign of maturity for a side that get completely outplayed for a half of football, go into halftime, change some things, come out and execute and get himself back.
Tex has got it.
Got it back to Tex Walker. I'm not sure that was the play, but Fogarty's a chance.
Nearly for Fogarty. CJ. Ward, they survive for now, the Hawks. Although, sidestep. And they've got it down the wing. Interesting kick. Kaczynski, this could really hurt the Crows. And it's going to work for O'Meara. This could really hurt the Crows if he nails this. This could be the nail in the coffin.
Great call, Darcy. Thought his way through this brilliantly, but then to actually have the composure and the skill to hit O'Meara. There's a lot of Adelaide Crows players pushing back in the hole, and just a fast, quick kick into the middle and to O'Meara.
My laptop was starting to get a little bit glitchy before. Now it's working. Hopefully. I mean, it should work for you guys. It's just for me. It may not. All my apps may not work for at least an hour. That hurts Adelaide badly. The one thing that couldn't happen happened. Hawks go to the other end and kick a goal. That was pretty unlucky. Their defence wasn't really set there, Adelaide. That's going to make it pretty tough.
Well, it comes back to this fantastic individual effort from Finn McInnes. Just be able to stand up in the tackle and be strong enough to force the ball forward. Where
it's very, very good by Kaczynski. The kick was good as well.
Balance up and execute that kick.
O'Brien against Reeves. Going through Schonberg.
O'Meara burst out of the middle for the Hawks. Is this going to be the nail in the coffin? And there'll be a ball up again. Starting to feel a little bit nervous now. Matthew Nix. He knows that the Crows are hanging in on that last edge. Matt Crouch smacked into the deck. Interesting, Matt Crouch hasn't been that good on his return. I trusted him with the game today. He's been okay. He's been somewhat good.
I always feel the responsibility is on the player that calls for it. I'm not 100% sure that was the play there for Tex. He had McHenry within range, as you said, Nico. Turned out to be costly. Can the Crows kick the next one? Murray drives it long, looking for Fogarty.
High ball.
Scrimshaw athletically.
Scrimshaw at the back, got it to CJ. CJ's kick was a little bit sloppy. And the ball up here on the edge of the centre square. 12.5 minutes left of the game. Mitch Lewis has been completely quiet in the second half. He dominated at the start. Thought he was going to dominate the last part of this as Adelaide go forward. Matt Crouch, the kick's good. The mark was just as good from Phil Thorpe. This is a tough kick from here. Don't know if he has the trip. He's been called to play on now. What does he do? He gives it to Dawson. And Dawson and Fogarty. Well done, CJ. I'm back after eating dinner. Oh, yeah, he ate dinner. We had dinner after this. McGuinness has dropped the tag, so Dawson's trying to get into the game up playing forward. You missed a controversial 50-metre penalty at the start of the quarter, resulted in an Adelaide goal. Hawthorn got one back. That's literally the only thing that's happened. Can Impey kick a goal for his second goal up forward? If he does, then it'd be a good move by Sam Mitchell if he does kick multiple goals. Saw Nick Haynes fail for the GWS Giants. Up forward, what could Luke Bruce do? He got out of the tackle and he kicks the nail in the coffin. That's going to be the match winner, that one. It's all over. Adelaide can't come back from this as West Coast. Speaking of comebacks, they've made a comeback. It's only 17 points. Rowland kicked the goal. JK kicked the point. Recent scores, pretty dominant. Jack Nunes is injured for Carlton. He's not out, but could be ruled out. Not 100% sure what the injury is. That hurts Adelaide. Let's go right to the other end. And they've kicked 2 goals here in a row now, Hawthorn. They didn't deserve the first one. They probably did deserve that one, though. Goal to Carlton. Goal to Corey Durden. Let me check with my laptops. The screen's somewhat working. Wasn't working a minute ago, but it's all good now.
Mitchell again to be the other way around. McAvoy down to Mitchell. Anyway, Morrison, high kick inside 50.
Check the internet. Yeah, I've got 4 bars of internet. Should be good. Should hold on for the last 10.5 minutes. As Adelaide clearing kick going to come back in. And Moore sets it up. And nearly for Mitch Lewis. O'Meara. And is this another one? Oh, well done, Butts. Bit behind. Mitch Lewis has got a bit of crap. And a bit of drama here. Mitch Lewis looks a little bit sore. And the free kick's going to go to Hawthorn. I don't know how.
We'd all given up on the play except for this man, Jacob Kaczynski. They're pretty good at that. Kick the modern player, and he did it with ease. 3 in a row, the Hawks.
Good goal. There, Mitch Lewis looks a little bit sore. That's not good for Hawthorn. Seems to be okay. Maybe it's just a bit of cramp. Yeah, the Eagles, you get back to 17 points. Pretty close now. It's 22 points currently.
Just looking at Mitch Lewis, a really awkward landing. He went down earlier in the game after a marking contest, so probably some existing ankle foot issues there. But this is what we were talking about at the start of the game, Darcy, and how that if we can keep this combination together, injury-free for the next season, Kaczynski and Lewis, sky's the limit.
McAvoy towards Mitchell.
I mean, Hawthorn is still going to be pretty happy with their youngsters that are coming through. They're just not quite ready to play finals yet, the Hawks. They're not quite mature enough, I reckon.
Miller had a couple to contend with, and he does well. Ranger Barras tackle.
You think the key post when you build a side, you got those two up forward, Kaczynski and Lewis, Blank, and then Granger Barras down back. Reeves in the ruck.
Darling just missed it. Jab, Darling. Very, very good joke I made up there. Jab, Darling. Get it?
Used as a substitute or back in the VFL. It's the investments in the future that we're seeing from Sam Mitchell. It's probably why he's not overly concerned about the results of the now in terms of.
Are you going on Cardi's stream after the Hawks' first Crows game? Yeah, probably go on it for a bit. Rush behind. Yeah, I'll definitely go on it for a little bit. You going to be on the stream? I'm sure you probably will be, though.
Did it pretty nicely to O'Meara. Had some run. Kaczynski's coming to his own in the second half. Just took on a bit too much there.
Yeah, that's completely fine. I understand. Mind you, I have to go eat dinner in probably like a good 20 minutes. I mean, the game's got 9 minutes left, but after this, I need to go do something. Then I'll probably have dinner. I will go on Cardi Street. I'll probably see you there. I'll probably be in I'll probably be in the account of my YouTube account. Goal to West Coast. Got it back to 15 points. Bailey Williams. As Hawthorn are going to stroll in, probably get another goal here. Oh, miss handball. Goes to the other Hawthorn player instead. That's too easy. McAvoy's back with a bang and misses. Up by 38 points. They're starting to dominate this last little part of this quarter, the Hawks. I'm going to go check out Cardi's stream now, actually. He's got 67 viewers currently. Much better than my 3.
Good fortune there for McHenry.
Blues by 15. Yeah. It's a very big lead, isn't it?
For the Adelaide Crows with his endeavours today. Ed McHenry. Philthorpe in front of the pack. Fogarty goes up. Laird gets it out to Crouch. Crouch away. Schoenberg is kicked smothered by desperate.
I'm going to comment something on Cardi's stream.
Similar vein to the way they started at the Hawks. Fighting hard for everything. Clever attempted knock on from Moore. It's going to end up with the Crows. Haitley.
He looks pretty bored.
Dawson playing forward. Fisted away from that man. Keys managed to get access to it, and then a couple of Crows. Laird. Number 39.
Turn up the volume actually a bit. Hear what he's got to say. Yeah. He doesn't seem to be talking much.
Murray immediately tackled by McGuinness.
He's just talking about the game. Fair enough. Right.
Henry got Adelaide back within 20 points through the early stages of this final quarter.
From outside 50 missed. Sam Walsh. What's Sam Walsh done?
McAvoy and Philthorpe. The hand of Philthorpe. He's got to get rid of it.
Had 10 possessions. Would have had more than that by now. Where's Patrick Cripps? I've not seen much from Cripper today. Oh, James Sicily. He's going to love that, Sicily. He's just going to rub it in.
An ear massage verbally as well. Lets him know all about it. It's been a fired up, slightly fractious James Sicily all day.
Yeah, he's had 10 possessions, Cripps. Not bad. I'd like a little bit more from him, though. Sicily turning back the clock. I think that might have been out in the full. It is.
So Brodie Smith. Crows had their momentum sapped.
Long ball down the line. Oh! Nice mark by Blank. Oh! It's going to be a free kick instead. He hasn't paid the mark. But still a good effort. Matt Crouch to Saligo, the youngster. I think he's won a Rising Star nominee yet. Another goal to West Coast. What is happening? Colton are choking this lead. It's only 10 points. Look at that. 7 goals in the quarter for West Coast to 3. 10 goals in a quarter. Jake Waterman kicks a goal for West Coast. That's a big quarter. 10 goals kicked in it, respectively, to both teams. 5.5 minutes left. Can the Hawks pull on some more and put some carnage on the Crows? If they keep this up, they'll put Essendon into 15th. They need to get a couple more goals like Hawthorn. Might as well. I want Essendon to be 15th. Put some more goals on Hawthorn. Put Adelaide out of their misery. Just do it.
Just steer clear of that chap. He's got flared nostrils. He'll get the ball.
My hip's a bit sore, actually.
He's looking all over the shop.
Sore for most of the day. It's getting a bit sore again. Mitchell Lewis can't mark. Morad's going around the ball.
It's the only way
Easy.
to play, I reckon, just trying to terrorise everyone around you, wrestling and arguing. It's magnificent.
Straight out of the Campbell Brown playbook. Are you a mentor for him, Bernie?
Definitely not.
Well, if it keeps from getting this close, then I'll probably watch the last quarter of Carlton. West Coast would be nice. O'Brien, weird hand pass, but does work to McHenry. Move the ball forward. The Crows maybe try and get a late goal. And they may actually do get a late goal here. Wayne Miller is going to kick it goal. Well done. They've got to go, Adelaide. They've got one back. I doubt Essendon will be going up a spot in the ladder now. Matthew Kennedy's been the best out of Colton's midfielders today with 15 touches. Hewitt, Chera and Walsh all have 12.
One of those watching on chat, Wingard as well, so the handy players on the outside. Sam Frost pleased with what they've seen from their teammates out on the park today.
Carlton win. I'll get 100. I think they'll win. It'd be funny if West Coast win and after the siren and really piss you off even more.
Jones to McHenry. Nice kick.
And then you don't get a tip right for the rest of the season. That would be funny.
Helicopter kick. Pushing the bag.
Oh, free kick going to go Fogarty's way. So they're going to probably... No, he'll kick this. It's right in front of goal. So they're going to get it less... They're going to get it less than 30 points, the Crows.
So Fogarty, 1 goal to his name today.
Also, I'm going to do a straight next week. Collingwood versus Adelaide. He'll be stuck on 99. He's got it, Fogarty.
Consolation for the Crows.
The Tex Fogarty combo is starting to get better. He's kicked 2. Fogarty's been better. He's been Adelaide's best forward today with full forward. He's been better than Tex. Tex has only got them on goal.
Enjoyable experience at the football based on that. It's exciting to see them coming in to the competition. A full set of teams coming in into the new season, which is not
There's
too
the
far
Hawks
away.
women's side. The whole side's there watching on.
We mentioned the combination of Kaczynski and Lewis, and probably for the rest of the season and the next year as well. As we said, the AFLW girls having a good time. Might have hit the great D-Rod, the goal umpire down there. But for Adelaide, what's the pairing going forward in your key forward post? Is it Phil Thorpe, Fogarty, and maybe Himmelberg? Because Texas
Counts
only
and
got a
lose.
limited amount of time left. So
He's not going to be
try and
happy.
find those combinations.
They shouldn't lose. If they lose, then they're probably not going to play top 4. No, they probably won't play top 4.
The Hawks are answering those questions. As you pointed out, Jimmy, their key defensive posts and their key forwards look.
High ball inside the forward 50. McAvoy flew. It's half time. Going up by 10 points at half time. Dylan Moore's been very good today for Hawthorn. What's Jordan Dawson done in this last term? He's done something. He's been somewhat okay. He's broken out of the tag, Dawson. He's nearly got 70 points. I'll take that for a tag. I'll take it. Probably lost a good 60, 50 points. Seen him land spot more than 70 or 50. Probably gone to 50.
It's just adding some polish to their hard contested
Extra
work.
points that we missed out on, but it's okay. Risky kick.
Comes off. Back to himself.
Chase Jones. They're just going to go kick mark for a little bit, the Crows, I reckon. Yeah, they've gone into second gear. I don't want any more goals to be put on.
Done enough today, Jimmy Bartell, to hold his place in the team. Do you think the SANFL experiment's over? He won a truckload of the footy today. He's had 27 touches. I just think
he's been good, Matt Crouch. He's been good enough around his spot.
Lack of effort and trying. It's just didn't identify what was around them. Hawthorn dropping the number back and a lot
Good
of
kick.
kicks which played into Hawthorn's hands.
Dawson's a very, very good kick, but he doesn't bother to go. The kick to him is good. Minute and a half left. I'll end this stream very, very soon.
You have a look at Laird, Keys, Crouch, 29,
As the final
16 and 18
minute
handballs, but they're all back
ticks
and
down.
retreating. That wasn't really putting the Hawks under much
Hawthorn
pressure.
have jumped Adelaide in the ladder. They're now in 14th, I believe. We're out of the bottom 4, Hawthorn. Well deserved as well.
Centimetre forwards. Give them some time, but he's taken some contested marks. Young man there.
I believe Adelaide were 3-3 at one point in the season. Look at them now. Very, very different. I mean, 3-3 to go from that and then 5-10. That's very poor. Long ball. Can I get one more? Luke Bruce. He should. He'll line up to put it over 30 points again.
Dylan Moore, right from the start of the game, he's been that destructive one, coming out the front of the contest and across the half-forward line.
Directly in front. Luke Bruce. Second goal of the afternoon coming up.
Goal to Bruce. Jordan Dawson's failed to take a mark today for the Crows. He has the longest streak currently in the AFL for 21 straight games with 5 or more marks. He's failed to take a mark today, so the streak's going to be broken. It's a good fact. That's a good fact to know.
He's just so shifty, he can change direction really quickly.
Icing on the cake, that was by Luke Bruce. 30 seconds left, or 29 if you want to be more accurate. But last little bit is going to tick down. Very, very nice win over the Hawks. Quite convincingly in the end. Might as well write this down too while I can.
It's been so effective for a long period of time now in brown and gold.
He's been very, very good, Luke Bruce.
Dying stages of this match. Nicely rode by Saligo. Off to Laird. Laird, possession number 42. That's a season high equal for him. Walker couldn't impose. Miller had strongly tackled, nailed by Scrimshaw. Now Rowe. launches, matches.
Writing all this information down so I don't forget.
So the Hawks headed for a 5th win of the season. Not doing much to move that ball out of the pack.
They did kick 4 first quarter goals. It's their best start in a long time. There it is. Hawthorn win.
Overly significant this season. That is win 1,000 in the proud
That's
history
their
of this
1,000 win. What a way to stream. Hawthorn have found their 1,000 win. I do not like that song that much though. There it is. They'd be happy with that. The Hawks, their 1,000th win. They're out of the bottom 4. That's going to be good. A good feeling. Who knows how long they'll stay there, though. The Bombers may get out. There you go, guys. They don't have a loud atmosphere. You're right. 1,000th win. It was. Dino VR, good to see you join the stream late. 5 goals to Mitch Lewis. He was probably best on. Dylan Moore was also good without getting a goal as well. Hawthorn Hawks fan forever will be pleased. Well, I know the Hawks supporter at my school, the guy that wears a Hawthorn Guernsey every single day, will be happy as well. So yeah, thanks for watching this stream, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, this stream is over. Hawks get the dub. And yeah, stay tuned for my stream next week, Collingwood versus Adelaide.